Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Did Boss of All Bosses, and it was.
But even before that though, because you was doing the serve and collect, like talk about how you put that whole collective of those particular group of guys. Because again, you pull in, Chris Ward, you know what I'm saying, who's Southside guy, you know what I mean? Killer, he kind of did both sides, but he's still kind of like a Southside guy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, some great rappers, you know what I'm saying? We started doing the underground shit together, and grew through that and started making real music. We started doing the serve and collects, J-Dog on there too, you know what I'm saying?
J-Dog, yeah, Sir Daily, I mean,
Sir
PG
Daily,
the Rap Hustler, all these
Rap
guys.
Hustler, all of them, man. Black, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So Les even came later.
Later on, yeah.
So, man, we just formed like a little brotherhood and, man, put out some music, man. That was, our form of Texas culture, you know what I'm saying? Houston culture. Like I say, I don't feel like we sound like nobody else. We put our own little twist on whatever. We did a lot of soul sampling through Mr. Lee, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of other shit. It wasn't necessarily like, everybody else shit. And we just created that like culture, that first 48, riding on foes, all that Texas shit, you know what I'm saying, that Boss Hogg Outlawz shit. It was something that people, missed. They be hitting me up all the time, man, you need to do a reunion. I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping.
Talk about, because you mentioned him, Mr. Lee, because Mr. Lee really was like the head of a lot of that sound. And I mean, he was doing stuff with everybody else, but y'all had just so much work, you know what I mean?
Man, Lee, he probably got majority of my work, you know what I'm saying, through my career. We probably got the majority of songs done together, And like I say, that's because I feel like that was my sound. I fuck with this. I like samples. I fuck with the soul, and Mr. Lee would give me exactly what I wanted. It sounded like some. It didn't sound like club music. It didn't even sound like radio music to me. It sounded more of like, just Texas. Sound like some culture shit. I just felt like that's my wave. I'm gonna stick with it. You know what I'm saying? And through. Boss of All Bosses, that shit probably like them songs was bigger than Already Platinum. Even though I love the songs on Already Platinum, the songs I did on Boss of All Bosses was bigger than Already Platinum. Thug, that's my, I Run, it's bigger, So it's like I feel like I made the right move, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened after that. I just went, my own way.
Do you have a favorite, top five, a few records that you would say these are my favorite Mr. Lee records that we done did?
Mr. Lee, man, I don't have no favorite nothing, bro. Like, period of nothing, food, none of that shit. I'm not a favorite person. I'm like a viber of what I like when I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of different vibes, so it's like different shit when I want to hear it. Like you got to think about it, man. The underground catalog alone is long than the motherfucker. Like you gotta think about it. Like it's a lot of underground music. I don't even know nobody who did that much underground music. Like since '98 to now, like consistently. You know what I'm saying? Even to the everybody's with the Sauce and the shit with Dice Soho and all them, I just never stopped. The King of the North, all the shit I did with them, I just always been, connected and trying to do Houston driven shit. Like I wasn't trying to like, hey man, let me go get my partners from Atlanta who cool and to do a song with me. It was about, hey man, let's make the city strong, you know what I'm saying? Let's do work with the city. Let's work with city producers. Let's work with city artists, you know what I'm saying? Let's make Houston the shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what my mind frame always been with it.
That was a question I was gonna ask if it was an intentional thing, because you do a great job of just going and say, man, I'm gonna go, this dude over here doing this thing, I like what he's doing. Let me go grab him and do, you know what I'm saying, some stuff with him.
It ain't about clout to me, kid. It's about we from the city of Houston. Are you making some noise? Okay, I like it, so let me help share my fans with you, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe you can turn this motherfucker up if, you the next motherfucker, Like, it don't matter. I learned through the brotherhood of me, Mike Jones, Power Wild, Chameleonaire. Like it don't matter. The movement is monetary. Like you know what I'm saying. If Houston on, we all gonna be able to get some bread. It don't matter who leading this bitch. You know what I'm saying. And that's what people gotta understand. Like when the light on, like when I got a deal, everybody got deals. You know what I'm saying. So it's like whenever is somebody out here who actively, you know, involved with the culture and just, you know, shining a light on it, everybody can eat, you know what I'm saying? So
Donnie Houston.